me to put you on to something that is very experiential. Like the experience you get from here, absolutely mind-blowing. It is the Museum of Illusion. As you can see, I don't know how many Vivians you're seeing, but yes, this is what is happening right here. It is the Museum of Illusion, and it is a first of its kind in East Africa. Well, there are several Museum of Illusions. This is actually the 58th one. We have one in Paris, we have another one in Dubai, we have others in New York, we have others in Copenhagen, Kuala Lumpur, and when you talk about Africa, we have one in Johannesburg, South Africa. The other one is in Cairo, Egypt. And this is the third one in Africa. And it is based in Nairobi, Kenya. And it is the first in the whole of East Africa. And just to let you know that this is actually the biggest one in Africa. So I won't speak too much. I will just let the illusions do the talking. Let's find out what's happening in here. This museum is a chain of interactive museums that features a variety of optical illusions, holograms, and hands-on exhibits designed to challenge your perception of reality.
Actually very much based on like different types of like either visual or just tactile experiences where you are actually invited. You have to interact with all of our exhibits, and that's what makes it fun. And that's what makes it fun for all generations, because children naturally gravitate to things. They want to touch, they want to feel, they want sensory kind of explore things. Or, you know, grown-ups are more kind of conditioned to, you know, be a bit more careful with things. And that's why we here invite everyone to kind of go back to like their childhood selves and just explore and have fun and interact with things, either through their eyes or through their skin, through their fingers. And actually some rooms actually interact with you, like the Vortex one. It definitely spins you around.
It offers a fun and educational experience where visitors can explore mind-bending visual tricks, immersive installations, and puzzling displays.
There's so many changes in Nairobi in terms of how it's kind of growing as an urban space. And we felt like this is actually a right setup for a project like this that combines, you know, elements of being creative, being playful and artful. Yeah, so we thought it's a right place and the right time for Nairobi.
The museum also got to collaborate with artists from the 254, and we got the advantage of speaking to one of those.
They trusted my vision and they were participating in that process. So I think together we came together and created something really amazing. I'm so happy that Nairobi is getting to see these firsts. I think we've been ready for these kind of experiences, and I'm hoping that we just get many and many other things like this come along.
This is a franchise, so there's a certain pool of illusions from which every museum chooses their own exhibits. So in a way, mix is different in every museum, and of course, with every year there are new illusions added. So I think we have the selection here will be slightly different from the one in Johannesburg or somewhere in Europe, for example. Plus, there are a certain number of illusions which can be localized, and we really enjoyed doing that. We really enjoyed kind of engaging local creatives here, designers, graphic designers and artists, to help us kind of ground our museum in Kenyan urban culture. And I'm super happy with the results. We invited Lulu Kitololo and Brano Molo and Moha, and we played with them on 3 different illusions. So yeah, and I feel like we've done such a really good job there.
So I've been telling people the artwork is it's like a love letter to Nairobi, because it has different aspects of things that inspired me when I grew up, things like African fabric, but I also put things like cityscapes, and also putting in the new buildings that are part of Nairobi cityscape now. But then there's also other cultural things like matatu, mahindi choma, and I think all those things came together to create an interesting story.
Nairobi, Kenya, having the opportunity of hosting the largest museum of illusions in Africa is truly a plus for us.
What? It has been received really, really well, and as it's based around fun and a little bit of education, it's actually a good formula. And you can see that everyone who comes out with a big smile, with lots of great photos and lots of great stories. Yeah.